blue-green color it has. So it looks like alga. It is known as blue-green alga because they do not have the true nucleus in them. So they are prokaryotic. When they are prokaryotic, we cannot call them true alga, but they are blue-green alga and they are cyanobacteria. Cyanobacteria main characters are: number one, they are prokaryotic. Prokaryotic means that they do not have true nucleus in them. Point number two in the character is they may occur alone or in the form of colony. You will see some of the species of cyanobacteria, they are present alone, okay, single. And you will see some of their species that they are present in bigger colonies. It bigger, you can say a lot of organisms are grouped together and they have formed a colony that is known as in the form of colony. The cell wall of cyanobacteria is double layer. They have two layer of cell wall present in them. Okay, their cytoplasm is differentiated into two regions. Their cell wall or cytoplasm is differentiated into two regions. Okay, the outer region is colored. Cytoplasm outer region is colored. That color region is known as chromoplasm, and its inner region is colorless, and that colorless region is known as centroplasm. Okay, so cell wall is double layer. Cytoplasm is differentiated into two regions. Outer colored region is chromoplasm. Inner colorless region is centroplasm. Okay, then their habitat are freshwater, and some are living in marine water as well. Means they can be found in rivers, they can be found in the streams, they can be found in lakes, ponds, in the freshwater, and they can be, some of the species can be found in the seawater as well, the saline water, the marine water as well. Okay, they have total absence of sexual reproduction. It means that cyanobacteria cannot reproduce sexually, but they can reproduce asexually. Okay, they do not have the sexual reproduction, but we have asexual reproduction take place in them. Their examples are nostoc and anabina. Anabina and nostoc are the example of cyanobacteria. Okay, let's see one of the example of cyanobacteria, that is nostoc. Nostoc is the example of cyanobacteria which is given in our book. Again, the main character, the general character will be the same like that of the cyanobacteria because it is one of the cyanobacteria. So nostoc belongs to kingdom Prokaryota because they are prokaryotes. It floats on water, surface of water. Okay, it floats on the surface of water. Nostoc is filamentous. Filamentous means they are present in chain. They are present in the chain like a chain of bead. Tasbih ke jo dane hote hain, just like that the nostoc is present, and they are surfaced on the water. Again, the cell wall is double layer. Protoplasm or cytoplasm is differentiated into chromoplasm and centroplasm. Chromoplasm is the outer colored part and centroplasm is the inner colorless part. Then there are special cell present in the filament called heterocyst. Heterocysts are the specialized cell present in the beads of nostoc, which helps them in the nitrogen fixation. Okay, and it also helps them to reproduce them during unfavorable condition. When the condition are not in the favor of nostoc, so the hostoria divides and their multiplication helps the nostoc to increase in number. But during normal conditions, the nostoc's filament is dividing and that filament is converting into new cells and new nostoc. Let's see the diagram of nostoc. This is the diagram, one of the nitrogen, you can say nostoc's bead. You can see clearly like it is like the chain of a bead. Tasbih ke jo dane hote hain, you see in the middle, tasbih ke danon mein bhi aise alag alag ek dana present hota hai. That one single bead is called heterocyst. This heterocyst you can see present in multiple regions in the chain, and it helps it nitrogen fixation and in multiplication during unfavorable condition. Now, what are unfavorable condition? Unfavorable condition are when they do not get the food enough, when they do not get the water enough. Okay, when the condition are not in their favor. At that time, their heterocyst help them in multiplication. Otherwise, if the condition is normal, you can see the different cells present in them. These cells are separated from the filament and they're converted into new nostoc. The mucilaginous sheath is present. You see the outer cell wall, then the inner cell wall. The outer cell wall, you see Inside the outer cell wall there is a color region, the blue color region. This blue color region is known as chromoplasm, and from the inner cell wall you can see there is a white region. That white colorless region is known as centroplasm. So this is one of the example of you can say cyanobacteria. This is known as nostoc. Okay, the characters of nostoc can be asked, the character of cyanobacteria can be asked from you in the exam. So remember the characteristics of these organisms. Okay, now if you have any question regarding nostoc, you can ask it. Now it's time for you to come to the chat or on the mic and you can ask the question regarding nostoc and regarding cyanobacteria. Asexual. Okay, there are two kinds of reproduction. One is known as sexual reproduction, the other is known as asexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction is that reproduction in which two parents are required, one male, other female. Two parents are required, that is known as sexual reproduction. And the reproduction which take place by the mean of only one parent, okay, only one parent is required, that is known as asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction is one of the simplest mode of reproduction that can be found in bacteria, that can be found in cyanobacteria. Okay, and first slide we discussed about the characteristics. We discussed about the characters of cyanobacteria. Let's see again the characters of cyanobacteria. Prokaryotic, the organisms are prokaryotic, having no true nucleus in them. They may occur alone or in the form of colony. Sometimes they are present alone and sometimes they are present colony. So normally Anabina can be seen alone, and nostoc can be seen in the form of colony. You seen in the long chain. Okay, the cell wall is double layer. We see the cell wall is double layer. Cytoplasm is differentiated into two regions. One region is called, the outer region is called chromoplasm, that is colored. The inner region is called centroplasm, and the centroplasm is colorless. Okay, the habitat can be fresh water and some can found be in marine water as well. I mean in saline water as well. Total absence of sexual reproduction are present. No sexual reproduction will take place. Only asexual reproduction will take place. Examples are nostoc and Anabina. Okay, filamentous, as I show you people in the diagram, you saw that filamentous are basically large chains. Filament mean a chain. So nostoc was kind of filament. You have seen like the chain of beads. Chromoplasm is the outer colorful region. It is cytoplasm basically. Both are cytoplasm. So one is outer cytoplasm, the other is inner cytoplasm. Okay, outer cytoplasm is chromoplasm, that is colored, and inner cytoplasm is centroplasm, that is colorless. Now stock belong to prokaryota, kingdom prokaryota. Any other question? Anybody is having any kind of question right now? No question?
Sir, what is meant by they are found in like marine life?
Marine means seawater, saline water, which contains salt. Clear?
सर
Yes.
सर वो आपने कहा था कि वो वायरस जो रिप्रोड्यूस करता है, तो वो आपने बताया था कि वो खुद ही रिप्रोड्यूस करता है। यहाँ पे आपने कोई वर्ड दिया था,
रिप्लिकेट करता है, रिप्लिकेट।
सर वो समझ नहीं आ रहा।
रेप्लिकेट का मतलब होता है कॉपी बनाना, अपनी कॉपी, एग्जैक्ट कॉपीज बनाना। लेकिन फॉर एग्जांपल आपके पास एक मोबाइल है, आईफोन का मोबाइल है, and that iPhone mobile is made by Apple, okay, but in the market you can see that that mobile is being made by China as well, by Vietnam as well, by any other country as well, but that is the copy of iPhone, that is not the original one. So basically replica means to make copy of something. So virus do what? Virus make its copies. That is called replication. That is asexual reproduction. Okay, that is also asexual reproduction. Any other question?
So, sir, they do not reproduce.
They reproduce but asexually. Replication is one of the method of asexual reproduction. We will discuss that in chapter number 15. Reproduction is a chapter that is given in detail. We will discuss reproduction in detail. All the types of asexual reproduction we will discuss in detail then. Replication is one of the kind of reproduction that you can see in the living organisms. Is that clear? Any other question from anyone? Okay, so basically this was the last topic of chapter number 4. Chapter number 4 is now completed. Okay, Alhamdulillah, we have done much better than our required syllabus. Anabina is an example of cyanobacteria, beta. Yes, Anabina is an example of cyanobacteria. Okay.